So I've been having some great games recently that really challenge a lot of my strats. Games on servers like TT that can feel more like scrims than pub matches because of the experience level of the community during peak hours. And they have made for awesome talking points on a lot of things that I know a lot of people care a lot about, such as fob spam and aggressive, constant pushing, objective to objective, and really have represented kind of the perfect counterpoint to my playstyle. And they are, once again, just great opportunities to discuss the difference between comp, scrims, and pub play, and where my strategies do and do not work. Unfortunately, I'm also a dipshit and have messed up my recording software, and none of them recorded audio. So, yeah, you're going to have to wait a little while for me to get a good match there to analyze. In the meantime, I do want to post something because I've been playing a lot of squad lately and I have been through a couple dozen matches and have nothing to show for it, besides the low effort heli video last time. So I actually kind of dug through the archives and found some old CMD footage. Now, for those of you who do not know what CMD is, it was an attempt of mine a while back to create a essentially organized structure for teams that would include blueberries. The idea was I'd create a Discord server, I would create a series of videos that people could watch to gain access to various roles like SL, Commander, Armor, etc. And all of them would understand what was expected of them during your average match, during the different game modes, and how they would interact with each other. And then these would be open to blueberries. So essentially it was a way to organize a pub team and lead a bunch of blueberries, but also do so in a way that was competitive and fast-paced, unlike a lot of other milsim style communities. It fell apart. It is extremely, extremely high effort. Essentially, imagine that you're not only pub SLing, but you're also pub SLing and doing your best to try hard and memorize how you interact with other squads and remember what your specific goals are based on the game mode, based on the layer, based on the flag count, all while some asshole is single-man command telling you what to do, and meanwhile your squad is just full of people screaming country roads in the lodgy. That is what CMD was at its core and is the reason why I decided not really to pursue it any further. It is extremely high effort. But when it works out, you get matches like the one I'm going to show you. Now, one of the reasons I've been monologuing over the staging phase, which is when I normally let audio roll so you can hear what we're saying, is because there's not a lot to say. I have just begun talking to individuals. And that's because the benefit of CMD is that all but two of these squads that you see on the screen right now already know how they're going to interact with each other and what their early game goals are. This one's a bit ambiguous because it's a 6 flag layer and most of our strats are based around having a midpoint, and there's a little bit that I need to do to clarify in the beginning, but I'm just now starting to talk about that because it's just now becoming relevant. For the most part, I just let them have their time with their squads early on to set expectations and do whatever they had to do. This is actually a crucial part of this because I need to make sure that they have as much comms as they possibly can because these guys are pub leading right now. Each of them may have a couple of BHM spread out across the squads, but for the most part, this is a pub game and they are dealing with pubs, so I do not want to cause chat spam. That's why everybody knows their roles to start. Now, the only two squads that are not a part of us are actually Heli 2 and Armor. We haven't done any Armor stuff with CMD, we never got around to that, it was too complicated and the project kind of fell apart before then. And even though Heli 2 is named Heli 2, I'm pretty sure that's not us. It's been so long that it could have been, and I apologize if that's one of us, but I'm pretty sure it isn't. Similarly, this is an outdated version, so you're still going to see 300-meter fobs, you're still going to see one-man backcaps, and you're still going to see that bug where when I talk to people in direct chat, sometimes it shows the wrong name, so pay attention to squad number. So you're dropping on one of our potential defense flags, but then when you're done, head east, and that'll be the offense objective somewhere in Soviet. Try to contest it. We'll have a slower squad coming up and a logi deal more with the west in our defensive point, unless they rush that. We'll see.
Copy, yeah, I got most of my squad moving into Soviet on landing.
Perfect. So this is your standard Tallil RAAS scenario. I'm not too worried about backcaps, but I want to make sure we get as many people into both Iraqi and Soviet as quickly as possible to establish a foothold there. Otherwise, you do have a big issue in the long run, because those are very hard to get to if you don't get to them in the early game. We're down one helicopter because the standard CMD idea here is never to trust blueberry pilots, so we're going to send the fastest vehicle to abandoned service hangars where they can contest a possible flag 3 and potentially push flag 4, and then our slower logi is going to make it to the west end and start fobbing the west.
Are we good to set up fob in Soviet if we don't take contact there?
Yep. I have all the other squads heading to your west. They have slow routes though.
Soviet being my POI.
Yeah. Yep, you can push east and handle the east end. Heli's also married to you. Just tell him to bring you what you want. You are married to Squad 5, so keep bringing them shit as long as it's clear. The more build you can get to these center fobs, the better. So of course these are just our initial fobs. I want people to spread and gain map control of that entire area as quickly as possible. These are the 300 meter fobs, so we can fob the absolute fuck out of the center and get multiple ATGMs up with a lot of ammo, especially with heli runs. And that can be quite crucial because we are the Brits. On this layer we have a massive armor disadvantage compared to the Russians, so I really want to get some ATGMs up as quickly as possible. So our current split is that Blanc, or Infantry 3, is focused on Flag 3s, or the defense objective. He's pushing the west as quickly as he can at the truck to spread fobs there as quickly as possible. Cody is mostly focusing on Flag 4s, even though one is potentially out in Gastown, but he's going to spread over the east hangars as much as possible. And now Butt, as Infantry 2, is going to focus on the back caps, and he's getting the odd one out to the southeast, and now he's pushing the hangars to his northwest where the rest are.
The Russian air base, we're repositioning.
Don't forget to stealth cap. One sneaky person's all you need. Hopefully the cap goes away from it anyway. What is on counter rushing? Everybody else focus on midpoints. Let me know if you see heli LZs.
Say again, you said I'm glued to 5, correct?
Yeah, keep resupplying them. Bring them as much build as you can, like 900 is a good loadout. Total of 1800.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good luck. So I'm not too worried about the rush. It does inconvenience us in terms of getting the midpoint visible as soon as possible because it delays our back caps, but it's pretty damn easy to stealth cap, and I'm not too worried about Bud being able to do that. When you're done with that one, keep spreading fobs out. Build ATGMs if you can. Let me know if there's any contact inside there.
Second helo overload.
It's happening again, Blanc.
Yeah, I'm tracking that first one crash. Oh, fuck, my SL dipped. God damn it, I need a driver. I'm trying to get the second one for you.
Enemy infantry on lower right now.
Good looking.
Jesus Christ.
We got both BTRs here on there.
Supplies are going to keep coming by heli. Careful of BTRs. Might want to wave off.
Yep,
I don't know how accurate.
Might be able to move in from the north. I'll talk to Sky a little bit more.
Just bear in mind there's also BMP and Spandrel unaccounted for. They like to be in North Desert.
I'll wait for more in. I'll just kind of hover around for now.
So this is actually kind of more of a problem than the rush down south because we have to use micro to take care of these. We don't have ATGMs up yet. The squad leaders haven't been able to do that quite yet. And we don't really have armor that can push them. The armor's SL just DC'd, so it's all about lats and hats. Heli's on standby until Vics are dealt with.
I'm gonna fob airbase.
Any squads have eyes on the enemy IAV or Spandrel? EMP?
It's... I can't give you a direct fucking mark, but it's somewhere around 7, because every time I fucking die, it looks like that area.
Alright, much.
So the job of the backcapper is to backcap and then react to the important flag, which is usually the midpoint of the defense objective on the west end. I don't remember how I played this, but right now, at least rewatching this, I'm considering whether Butt should actually be going to Iraqi to the east, or sorry, Iraqi to the west or Soviet to the east, or if he should just push ahead to the Alcadeers.
Are those enemy Vic armor marks accurate?
They were once upon a time. As of right now, I don't know.
Copy.
Okay, Blanc, can you get a guy to hang Iraqi? It's capable now. Racial or Sap, can you try to run Iraqi?
Both on attack marker. Both on attack marker. 230 mics on attack marker.
Ratch.
Alright, Cap, what do you...
Try to get the cap going. It's to your west. It's open.
Hero, can you bring ammo and bullet points to the fob for vehicle repair construction points, please? Can you bring 500 construction points to that fob at Lower Ali Air Base for Vic repair?
Yeah, hold on.
Wouldn't surprise me if
Enemy
next
spandrel
flag
mark
is Gastown.
Somewhat accurate up way north. Be advised.
But when you're loaded up, next flag might be Gastown. If you can start hitting East Desert, I'll redirect you if it doesn't go there. The reason I think it might be Gastown is because nobody has gone to Soviet, and honestly they should be heading there now even if they didn't go there off game start and are just now realizing it's a flag. If it ends up going somewhere safer, you're still on offense for Alcadeers. If it goes Gastown, I'm sending Butt and keeping you on defense. If it goes where you're at, just cap it and I'm sending Butt for Alcadeer after.
Copy.
If it does go to Gastown, start making your way west in your Logi and build a little more on Iraqi. I think Blanc's getting a little distracted.
Be advised, be advised. 30 mics are inside the fuck compound.
Try to keep getting a spawn network up if you can. Leave your ATs to deal with that. Keep trying to get ATGMs up.
I 30 mic moving.
Seems to be moving east down the highway, or airfield.
Durkin, your guys stole all my fucking AT or tow missiles. We only got one of the 30 mics taken out right now. There's still one.
Blanc, start making your way east to Soviet base. If you have supply on your truck, build more fobs there. But you're on offense for Alcadeer. Next two flags are being marked. Stick east border.
No gas now? Gotcha.
No Gastown.
We're moving in.
I'm going to skip ahead a bit just because nothing interesting happens, and this is when I finally have assets available, so I'm just going to spawn in and start looking at offense so I can give Butt all the info he needs as he goes in. It could be an extremely easy take if we have all of the intel and push the fob to the right place at the right time. I'm especially worried because the enemy team has completely dropped the ball in contesting the middle hangars. They went for that push, so we know at least one squad went there, and I have no idea where anyone else went, and history tells you it's probably Alcadeer if, you know, the enemy team is playing too passively.
Back up.
Yeah, I'm
He's
calling
got
UAV for
eyes
your
on
offense.
Andrew.
Zero Alpha, requesting UAV support.
So, not easy hitting East Alcadeer. The river is actually lower ground than it looks. Sometimes you can coast a truck here and stretch your hab into the West City. Done that before. I'll have a UAV up in a second and I'll take a look over there if I can. Have you guys had any infantry contact on defense?
UAV inbound.
Negative.
I'll just call the spawn shift then. It's gonna be rough going in.
There's a heli landing here, picking people up. Got
We might be standing
nothing.
by until that helo clears out.
Okay, I found them all. They're super fobbing, one squad. They're all clustered on the west side right now. My observe. You should be good to come in the east, I think. I'm gonna look for their hab. They're building sandbags. I don't see anyone on rooftops keeping an eye out. I don't see anyone on the other side of the town. I have eyes on hab.
Chance for more supplies here at Abandon.
Long as it's clear, keep on supplying them. Keep on distributing it. Keep getting ATGMs up. Offense is actually looking like it may be kind of a done deal. They're all just working off one fob.
Copy. We're moving forward now with Bulldog.
Do you think you could hit it with fucking mortars? Or artillery?
I can airstrike it right as butts coming in. I don't think it'll be a problem.
Okay, because I got a guy coming in with a Logi and supplies. Do you want me to work on the other side and get a fob set up on the other side of East Alcadeer?
If you only take like 3 people, yeah. Or actually, you know, go ahead. Go ahead and take your squad. We'll leave Cody on
Spatral sitting in
defense.
the middle of fucking nowhere.
Oh, that sucks. I did not see that in UAV. That sucks because there's no infantry.
We've got more up. We are unfortunately just out of range.
You're on offense now, Blanc. Once you get your truck up. Yeah, I see it now. Down. Sorry.
Damn it, Cap.
I was out of my UAV when I was on the other side there. Spandrel's heading south on Mark. Where if you have armored Vix?
6, can you start making your way more towards the point directly so they focus on you?
Hey, Farm 6, correcting course.
Don't actually go to the point, just make sure if they hear anyone, that they hear you while I get up a fob set up on the East Alcadeer. Or on the west side of East.
We've got mortars going in on E.
Copy.
I think we might have the range. Can you spot those for us? We got 10 seconds on them dropping. Should be near.
They are about 10 meters short.
Copy.
The squad that's on East Alcadeer is loading up into a Logi right now. I'm gonna mark it in real time. Warrior is a really juicy kill if you can get line of
Be
sight.
advised, contact south of Abandon.
10 seconds, adjust.
Nerf, I need 600 to abandon Soviet.
Still short.
600 build. Thank you.
Full Logi heading down
9, how's it looking?
East Highway. This is gonna come attack you guys, I'm pretty confident.
9, are you there?
I'm going to move.
I was gonna say, do you see any contacts or anything that I need to worry about?
Not right now, but
I was scanning that city, I didn't see any
I was
infantry.
sure about to run up on you.
There is a Logi to your east that was heading south down highway.
I think our here is a pretty good area.
You you see the
Sure, yeah,
Logi
pretty
that I
safe.
have
Look
marked?
more, keep up.
It was heading south down that road. I don't know if you can catch eyes on it.
On the bridge. South side of the bridge.
Copy, he might be setting up a tow fob then.
Copy.
The Logi is on the bridge to your east. It could be setting up a tow fob. Careful.
Does that tank mark
Taking fire
accurate?
from a tank. That tank's relative. Helo 2's down. Taken out by a tank.
I'm just gonna keep using ammo non-stop to abandon.
Your ATGM might be the last line against that tank. If you get it tracked, I have A10 on standby, if you can call it in fast enough.
Tank's moving south. Towards 6.
4, start making your way to East Alcadeer.
Or if you can make noise on the south end of East Al or something, and not call attention to 7, they should be able to get straight on the hab. It's marked accurately to the north.
Yep. I don't want to get shot
Engaging
by the tank.
MBD. Engaging him.
4, please do not go near my hab, please.
Yeah, he's running from a tank right now.
Ah. 4's running away from a tank. Any lats want to go hit that bitch? Feel free.
We're creeping up on the farm.
The East Logi stops short on overpass, so whatever contact you have to the west should be it. I don't think you're about to get pinched.
Go again.
The East Logi should be taken care of. If you have contact west, that should be the only contact. Probably send someone main to grab that truck. You may be leaving soon if East Al goes well.
Copy that.
Be advised. Squad 5. Enemy Logi incoming. Heavy enemy incoming contacts abandoned Soviet airbase.
Guess I lied about that Logi. I thought it was building on overpass. Offense looks good though. It should just be a time game.
If you ever need me to bring supply to the attackers, just let me know, Cap.
Gotcha. Their habs are still stealthy for now, I think.
Reg.
Let me know if we start moving cap on Alcadeer.
I got a BMP down here. That's not a tank. It's a BMP.
Rio, we're doing it down.
BMP.
The enemy
It's a
main battle
BMP.
tank is still focused on us.
Can you head for Botha? You have to skirt around the armor around the north side of East Al.
MP is accurate, marking it now.
Yep, that's right on it.
Tank mark, right, northeast of abandoned Soviet, super accurate.
Copy, we're headed by the base to pick it up.
Are your people in cap range on
I'm
Alcadeer?
waving off. I almost
ones
took a
northwest?
tank shell to my heli.
He's a very good crew with it.
Maybe my next one had again, by the way. We have
Skirt
all the
around the
armor
north
here,
side of Alcadeer if you can.
besides that fucking tank.
I think if you go into that south desert, you're gonna get fucked. If you go north around, you
If I
risk
get
main.
one
but
more guy on East Alcadeer, we'll start
probably safer.
capping.
Yeah, you try to go
I
across the
literally
river,
only
but
need one person up over here.
There's pretty much staring at us.
okay.
So Alcadeer set. Need another fog. I only have enough for one.
Just leap
Be
over.
advised, I have eyes on Spandrel scout car.
I'll drag you
Say
back
again?
if Soviet goes
Where's it
neutral. Botha.
Gotcha.
Careful of Spandrel.
Marked directly north of West Alcadeer. Marked. Setting on it.
Cap, if you want to fucking light that bitch up.
No UAV, but if you call in something,
Tank on my observe.
as long as it stays still.
T-72 on 8's observe.
Copy.
Heading
Side
north.
Right there, Cap.
Copy.
It's looking directly. It's
There's a
facing towards
second
me.
armor out here
Ass
as well.
or front to ass.
You have to call in something.
We need more
Use a
boys here on East
request.
Alcadeer.
I did.
I got
There's a
lit up
logi
pretty bad
coming
by
in
the
north
tank
side
on
of
RTB.
Alcadeer.
Tank's currently under the bridge.
BMP is still just sitting there.
East side, Alcadeer.
East side of the bridge.
Copy. Keep an eye on it.
Cap, I put in the fire request.
Not showing up for me.
North of East Alcadeer.
Yeah, I see the marker, but it's just your attack mark, not a fire request.
There, sorry. Literally on the direct center of that bitch.
Troops in contact. Requesting
Okay.
close air
Let
support.
me know how it hits.
BMP spotted to the south.
Is that a tank out of main?
Alright, they're coming in with a ton of vehicles and a logi into East Al.
Alright, we're coming.
A-10's coming in. If you can get into your logi and head to Botha, that'd be nice. Try to keep it safe.
Are we good to leave?
Just a string of bad luck, Cap.
We're gonna do it from the east side of
Fucking no. They're scout fucking.
Mission successful, RCB. Thanks for the work.
Try to get across the river to back up before they have infantry coming in east. I also need to know cap status.
Squad 8, is the tank still under the overpass?
Hold
be
defense
Halo
for a bit.
south
I'm sending
landmark.
Cody to Botha. Once it goes neutral, you can shift up.
Gotcha.
Scout car right in front of me. Directly down the fucking main. On my attack mark. 7 attack marker, he's in the middle of town, making his way east.
What's cap status on
Yep,
Alcadeer?
I have you.
About to neutralize.
Perfect. Alright, if you're on Soviet, you can shift over
I
to
have
east
each one on
down.
the bridge.
When your truck respawns, try to drive it up to East L and get a better spawn network if you can survive all the armor.
Scout car on the position, attack.
So to take a break from the pretty much constant action and explain a couple things, I still want to get a spawn at Botha, but at this point I'm kinda sure that we're just gonna win the game when we capture East Alcadeer. At least I theorize that we will, so I'm having people who are dying at Soviet just spawn shift directly to Kadir, rather than waiting for Botha. I figure we'll put most of our guys there, and if Botha is an easy cap, then we'll just waltz right in, and that will also probably end the game, so we don't necessarily need to transfer a bunch of people up there to hold it. That's also the only reason I used that asset on the Spandrel rather than saving it for a fob. I don't really think there's any fob that needs killed for us to win at this point.
Sorry, Alcadeer. Enemies are entering complex to the south end of East L.
Squad 8, where's that enemy tank near?
He head north on the east side of the bridge.
Is that full mark accurate?
In the berms.
Do any squads need a lift from Abandoned over to East Alcadeer? I've got my heli hovering around here.
Probably not the best idea. Heli from the northwest to Alcadeer.
Helicopter landed out here east of Alcadeer, and I'm not seeing any hab or anything.
And maybe further.
I think the enemy tank sniped me.
BMP rolling up? I mean, was just beat.
Calling a UAV over Botha, but I don't have any ordnance for a while.
BMP rolling north side of East Alcadeer.
That's I think it's a 30 minute. I think it's looping again.
Need an ammo run up here in East L.
Request accepted. UAV inbound.
If there's any armor that needs to be taken care of, that's going to be needed to be done. So I can do an ammo run over there.
Tank on my position. It's going to the fucking bridge by east.
It's on the bridge.
Tank on 7's position reports T-72 near bridge. Is that correct?
Be advised, that tank went directly south of the bridge and he's still going.
I think he's trying to go abandoned. Oh well.
Helmet mark is a full squad. Hab mark is accurate. They're moving from Hab south onto all the southeast rooftops and stuff. And into the east desert. As of right now, I don't see anyone in the center of the city. I'm looking.
Once again, once that armor is taken care of, I'll be able to send some supply over to East Alcadeer.
So pretty much everything I'm telling Cody right now is also just something you can expect anytime you play this map. They will come in from the direction of their main, set up a fob as close to them as possible, and then I'll move towards the direction of the offense and ignore the alternative. This is basically a given, I'm just confirming it.
Why is there no one in your squad?
I had it locked at one man, then the admins yelled at me. I'm just doing commander stuff.
The admins yelled at you. Alright. I was like, why the fuck does Commander only have one guy in his squad? What? I was so fucking confused. Are there any guys near you at all?
No, I'm just using this so I can use UAV.
I got you. I'm gonna go and join an infantry squad.
Have fun.
Hey, I got a couple contacts coming in from the east of the bridge.
Yeah, everyone's on that fob or moving south of that fob as far as I can see.
Yeah, we're wrapping behind him.
Try to keep
just
East
fucking
Al
pray he doesn't open fire.
best you can.
Cody caught my Discord.
We're heading Botha.
Sorry, I don't know why it does that.
There's one AFK guy directly on the hat. Everyone else seems to be off of it right now. I wouldn't even open up on him, just walk around him, he's AFK. It's an SL, it could be their commander calling shit in. Okay, everyone and their mother is on infantry mark compound right now.
I
That is
can mark on
everyone.
my... Hold on. Wait, put...
I soon tell neutral on Botha. On the mark, southwest accurate. You got him, never mind.
Yeah, we're good.
I'll give him mark on side. Still move.
UAV's out.
Mission successful.
Radio's bleeding out right now.
Good shit. They might try to get a rally down there if you want to just play down this left. Botha's neutral, everybody's clear to spawn there or move to there. GG guys.
Well, we know the experiment works, I guess, against normal teams.
This isn't a normal team, this is a shit team. It never showed up.
Normal teams.
They... Both times they built on defense, they just clustered on one compound.
A shit team is a pretty normal team.
I guess. So yeah, as mentioned, this enemy team really wasn't any good, and even if they were, we still probably would have won because of the coordination and the communication, and that brings up the other big issue with CMD, which is that if you do it against a bad team, you absolutely roll them in a very, I guess, satisfying but also disappointing way. It's very cool to see all the coordination, it's cool to see that everybody always knows what they need to do, there's always someone heading for offense, there's always a decent spread on defense, everybody shifts exactly when they need to. It's great. But nobody puts up a resistance, and the moment you actually go against players who are better and have better micro, you're dealing with all of the massive frustrations that come with trying to lead headless blueberries against clan squads with decent micro and trying to compensate for that. And don't get me wrong, that's not something that can't be done. It's something that I used to enjoy trying to do. It's just something that is extremely taxing on your desire to play squad, and is pretty hard to find people who are capable of doing. Getting 3 SLs who have a ton of map awareness, who are very experienced in the role, and then having them constantly lead full blueberry squads while taking orders essentially from somebody sitting in a backseat command role is not necessarily fun. Even if the game as a whole can be extremely interesting when you look at the interplay between clan squads on the other team versus your squads trying to outmaneuver them, it's still just extremely taxing, and consequently CMD kind of died for us. But at the very least, it is cool to look back on this footage and see that level of coordination, even if it wasn't necessarily against a strong opponent.
Alright, I think
Yeah, you run out quickly.
I'm gonna watch the pilot video now after that.
I didn't know that. What'd you say about
get
Armor
certified, baby?
That was a good game.
That
You
was my
I'll
favorite.
take your mother on a nice day.
Yeah,
I'll take his mom on a nice day.
We got better teams to fight, but you know, it is what it is.
I wish I had better teammates.
It is content,
God,
yeah.
was fucking good.
Yeah, it's content though.
It's just content.
Yeah.
It's just content. You're gonna leave on Yeho?
You're a
What's up, guys?
Yeah.
BHM Captain here with another "We Rolled the Enemy" Team video.
This is video
Exposed.
106 of rolling fucking team blank.
Guys, I swear I'm not paying for wins. I promise.
Even on
I'm
my last
sorry,
night, I
wrap
was
up.
like, I can't even call this a nice victory.